Hey guys, JRChunks21 here. First and foremost, before I get into the actual Yu-Gi-Oh video, because as you can see we got the dark magic circle in the right hand corner, which tells you that it is a Yu-Gi-Oh video. That's not me being condescending, I literally have to tell myself that because I am tired as hell. So, there was supposed to be a video that went up today, but I didn't get it shot last night, and I didn't get it done today, because... And this is a shameless plug. This company is not paying me. They're not sponsors. I just really enjoy the food. I enjoy how they run their business. Me, Mom, and Dad, all of us share pretty close birthdays. Mine's on the 6th, Dad's on the 15th, Mom's on the 22nd, I think. 21st, 22nd, right around there. Right around Thanksgiving. Whatever day Kennedy was shot. That's how we remember it. Whatever day Kennedy was shot, that's the day she was born. So, the thing is, we traveled 5 hours to go to our favorite restaurant called Huat. It's a Mongolian buffet. Some of you that live near one may have heard of it. I love it to death. It's like 11, 12 bucks to eat there. It's all you can eat. You get your food raw. It's fresh ingredients. They're raw. You get them, you take them up to the grill, and they cook them in front of you. It's really good food, really cheap. Being a college student, I love that it's cheap, and I love the fact that it's good. I've had very few bad meals at Huat's. The few times that I have, it's been understandable. Either the grill wasn't working right, or the one restaurant just watered down the sauce that you put on your food. That's, I'm not going to complain. I love the food. I tweeted at them because at the time I was told by an employee that they would have one of the ingredients that I really like to make in my food. I put potatoes, beef, chicken, and mild smoked sausage, in my bowl to take up there to cook. And I get it nice and spicy because I like spicy food. And I was told that this one, the only one at all near me, unless I want to go 14 hours up to Indiana to do it, would have the potatoes. They didn't have it the last 2 times my mom and dad went while I was stuck house watching. And I got there was no potatoes. So I I sent out a tweet to tell you guys where I was, to let you guys know if you live near one of these, it's a really good restaurant. Really good. And I tweeted and I said 5 hours, traveled 5 hours to eat at my favorite restaurant, and there's no potatoes. And they messaged me almost immediately and told me that's a shame, that takes dedication to go 5 hours to eat at a place, and they comped me a free meal. I got a free meal from the restaurant I went to, and they're putting a free meal on the reward card that you get as a member. And, yeah. And they said they're looking forward to a video. So, Huat, Corporate Huat, this is for you. You guys are a great restaurant. I love you to death. And, there was a manager, the one in Lafayette, Indiana, called Alex. Tell him the Finley family says hi. And yes, guys, that is the first time you're actually hearing me use my name on a video. I'm not going to tell you how to spell it, because I really don't want to deal with that. I don't want any mail. I don't want any of you guys just visiting my house in the middle of the night. We live in North Carolina. We're rednecks. Somewhat. So, that should tell you right there not to come by the house in the middle of the night banging on the door. It's probably not a good idea. Anyways, so, I wanted to make that, let you guys know about that. Next order of business. I haven't decided yet, so leave a comment on this video. The stream is today at 6. Do you guys want the stream to be on Fallout New Vegas, or would you prefer us to do a YGO Pro Percy 2 video where we duel with links? That's Roger in the other room. He's upset because we are crate trading him. And he doesn't like being separated from people, but we were told by the trainer that it is best for him to be in a separate room so he doesn't have any distractions, anything keeping his attention. So, anyways, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. This will go up probably about noon unless the internet goes out again. It's done that a couple times. So let me know about that. Next weekend stream, if everything goes according to plan, we will be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Xbox One because I like the way it looks. We'll either do story mode, we might do campaign, but I really want to do the lightsaber combat where you can fight the AI. I really want to just play around with that. That's me. That's just me. Secondly, well, actually, that was the second thing. See? I'm bad at math. But yeah, it took us 5 hours to get there. It took us 5 hours to get back from Hawaii. By the time we got home, we left at 8:30, but there was a huge traffic incident going on over there. You know, I started at right where Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's cuts off in the English dub version. And I picked up from that episode on in the subtitled version, and I got all the way to where Yusei was about to duel Bruno, or Antonomy. Antonomy? I'm going to call him Antonomy. Not good with names. But anyways, I wanted to bring you guys, if you don't want to play Pendulum Magician or anything else, this is a really competitive Pendulum deck. Not as competitive as Pendulum Magician, but pretty decent, in my opinion. Granted, I don't play with pendulums. In fact, this is the first pendulum deck I've actually ever done anything with, because I didn't want to use them. But now that my Synchrons have been taken and put on the shelf, fucking links, I had to decide to play a new type of mechanic, and I decided pendulums. This deck can be built at around $31.10. So, that's pretty budget. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice you can build it in that. But here it is. It's my Odd Eyes deck profile. Now, 2 of these cards you can ignore. I have them in here because I had them in my tins, and I decided to order them up, and I decided to pull them out because I had stuff in the extra deck. Most of mine that I built in real life, it's missing some of the stuff on screen here, and the reasoning behind that it is missing some of the stuff on the screen is because I got most of it from the Legendary Dragons deck box. But let's get into it. So I'm going to start out with your Dark Hole. Run one of them. I run a board wipe at every deck because I have so many copies of Dark Hole. Why not? Ignore the side deck. I have it put in this, but you really don't need it. I mean, you can run the Solemn Brigade if you want. 2 of, you know, that's you. The real deck will be having, it'll have 3 terraformings, so you'll be at 41 cards instead of being at 40. So here we go. So we got the 1 Dark Hole. You got your 3 Arc Pendulum Dragons. Card's a really good card when you pair it with a lot of the other combo pieces in this. Arc Pendulum Dragon, you set it to the scale. You really want to see this as soon as possible. That's why we're running 3 Spiral Flame Strikes, 3 Duelist Alliance. You know, we're running ways to get him. He is our friend. You run 3 of him, and your ideal opening board is going to be a very specific board, and I'm going to try to show it to you here. Anyways, you like to run these 3. You like to run 3 of him. He's a vanilla. He's 2700. He's a pendulum scale 8. And his pendulum effect is, if an Odd Eyes card or cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Now, ideally what you're going to do is you're going to set something like Odd Eyes Persona Dragon or Odd Eyes, I don't know if Unicorn counts. I usually set Persona Dragon or Phantom or Pendulum Dragon to scale with him. Use Sky Iris, blow it up, search an Odd Eyes card. So I'll search Odd Eyes Advent if I have Gravity Dragon in hand. Then his effect activates, and you'll try to get Odd Eyes Lancer Dragon out. Or no, unless I try to get Odd Eyes Dissolver real quick. So ideally, you'll have your ending board will have Odd Eyes Dissolver, Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon, Odd Eyes Odd Eyes Dissolver, Odd Eyes Lancer Dragon, or Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon, and Odd Eyes Dissolver in your pendulum scale. You'll have Lancer Dragon on the field. You might have a Persona Dragon on the field, and you'll have You'll have Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon on the field. But you're gonna be running your 3 copies of Arc Pendulum Dragon. I run just because I had 1 copy and I decided I wanted another card to fill up space in this. 2 Lancer Dragon. You want your Performance Pal Odd Eyes Dissolver. When he's in the Pendulum scale, you can fusion summon 1 Dragon Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as as materials. His monster effect's pretty good as well. During your main phase, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck. From your extra deck, using this card, you control his fusion material, as well as other monsters you control or cards in your pendulum zones. So he's not bad. You're going to want to run your 2 Pendulum Dragons, just to summon them out, and use them as fusion material. Phantom Dragon, 3 Persona Dragon, 3 Skullcrobat Joker. I don't think I need to tell you why we're running 3 Skullcrobat Joker. I always liked him just because he's a level 1 scale for Persona Dragon, but apparently his monster effect lets me negate special summon from the extra deck effects. So I guess that's nice. Noble Dragon Magician. She just lets us modulate our scale, and if you're desperate for the destruction effect for Arc Pendulum Dragon, I don't know, you'd have to destroy him. So yeah, that won't work. Sorry, I don't usually use her in the scale, so I'm trying to think of other uses other than synchro summoning. Unicorn. I don't know why he's in here. He's just a level 8 scale. Gravity Dragon. Fairly decent. When it's special summon, you can negate. When this card is special summon, you can return all spells and trap cards your opponent controls to the hand. And your opponent can't activate cards or effects in response to this effect. So that means he can't be striked. You can't strike his effect. You've got your 3 Spiral Flame Strikes for the search. You've got Odd Eyes Advent to summon the Gravity Dragon. You've got Odd Eyes Fusion, in case you don't draw any of your other shit. 3 Sky Iris. Am I running 3 of him? I thought I was only running 2. That's not right. He's not supposed to be here. This is supposed to be another Astrograph Sorcerer. Sorry about that, guys. But this is probably going to be one of the decks I end up using when I duel and when I go Pro Percy. Sorry about that. Incidents. 3 Astrograph Sorcerers. 3 Terraformings. 3 Duelist Alliance. And 1 Echo Oscillation. Then for your extra deck, you've got Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, Meteor Burst Dragon, Absolute Dragon. These 2 I had in my 10s, just laying around for some reason. So if you want to run them, you can. Rebellion and Raging and Absolute Dragon. So that would be the deck profile. Let's see if I can get you guys a look at what we can do. Let's just keep it at that. So as you can see, we opened with our key piece, which is the God-Eyed Pendulum Dragon. Something we want to open with. Almost. Open with that. That's the goal. That's the... We want to open with him twice on Sunday. Just going to use Scope for Bat Joker, and we're going to add Dissolver to hand. Scale. I'm going to use dual hands. So we're not going to open with our optimal board here. This is just a demonstration of really what we're trying to get done here. So we're not able to summon out the one. We're not able to summon out Vortex Dragon. But yeah, ultimately our goal is to summon out Vortex Dragon. I'm going to close out of that. But anyways, that deck is buildable at a budget, really good budget of $31. You guys will get to see that deck. You'll get to see some other decks I've been working on if we end up doing a dual live stream today. But I wanted to let you guys see that deck profile. I also have the deck profile I stole from Simo, which is his Burning Abyss deck profile. I've liked Burning Abyss. I've always wanted to play it. I'm hoping to get the stuff to build it. It's one of my favorite decks. Mostly because I've read the Divine Comedy. And I really want to play the deck. You know. But anyways, I will see you guys later tonight. Because it is 1:30 where I live at. So it is actually time for me to be going to sleep before I pass out. So see you guys tonight. And if you guys want to stay up to date on everything related to the channel, follow this Twitter. It's always in the description of every single video. Hit up the Twitter. Because you'll get to see photos. You'll get to see... I'll let you guys know if something comes up. You get to see all the fun backstage stuff.